Hello everyone, this is Ahmed Mansour from the English department at Al Wakra Secondary School. In this lesson, we will talk about writing an argumentative essay. We will analyze an argumentative writing prompt. We will analyze an argumentative writing model. Some of the keywords that we will discuss will be pros and cons, linkers, justifications. But before we move on, let's have a quick look at the meaning of the word argument in the dictionary. Argument means a disagreement or the process of disagreeing. It also means a reason or reasons why you support or oppose an idea or suggestion, or the process of explaining them. Prompt analysis. Read the prompt and answer the questions. You have had a class discussion on the following question. Should all children play team sports? Write an essay for your teacher expressing the pros and cons of the topic. 120 to 180 words. Question number 1. Which of the following should your essay contain? Your opinion in the introduction and conclusion. B. Arguments for and against the topic. C. Suggestions for how to get children to play team sports. The answer to this question will be B. Arguments for and against the topic. Question number 2. What style should you use, formal or informal? What characterizes this style? The style that should be used in this essay will be the formal style. Some of the characteristics are full forms, advanced vocabulary, and avoiding the use of everyday English. Model analysis. Read the model, which paragraph contains the writer's argument for and examples or reasons. That is usually in the second paragraph, right after the introduction. 2. A summary of all the points. We give a summary at the very end of the essay. This is the fourth paragraph. 3. The writer's arguments against and examples of reasons. The against arguments are in the third paragraph. 4. A presentation of the topic. That usually comes at the very beginning of the essay, first paragraph. There has been a lot of discussion recently about the role that sports play in children's lives. Most people believe children should play sports, but they are not sure which type of sport is best, team sports or individual sports. It is a difficult issue with both pros and cons. To start with, there are advantages to team sports. Firstly, they teach discipline and responsibility. This means that team members dedicate time and effort to do well. Moreover, team sports encourage children to interact. In particular, it shows them how to get along with large groups. However, there is also a negative side. One point is that the team sports are too competitive. For instance, they teach that winning is more important than taking part. Furthermore, some children find playing sports stressful. They may feel under pressure to win all the time. On the whole, there are points for and against children playing team sports. It teaches valuable qualities and how to get along, but it also makes children want to win all the time and could make them stressed. Perhaps a combination of team and individual sports is the best way forward. We use linkers to link ideas while writing. It makes writing read better. Now, let's copy and complete the table with the linkers in bold in the model. In the model essay that we've just read, there were linkers to add ideas or contrast them, or give examples or reasons, or in the conclusion or to list points. Addition linkers are moreover, furthermore, and. For the contrast linkers, there were however and but. We used in particular and for instance to give examples or reasons. And in the conclusion, we used on the whole. To list points, we have seen in the model essays that to start with one point is, firstly, were used. Let's have a very quick exercise on linkers. In sentence number 1, look carefully before you choose. Is it in addition or for example? Yes, you're right. Sports make you fit. In addition, they are great fun. In sentence number 2, yes, that looks like a sentence in the very end of the essay. All things considered, sports are a good way to spend your free time. Sentence number 3. Famous athletes have worked hard to become successful. For this reason, they should be allowed to earn a lot of money. In this sentence, we see that we give a reason for why athletes should earn a lot of money. In sentence number 4, use since or besides. These are two ideas and we're adding one idea to another, so we use besides. Teammates work together for the good of the team. Besides that, they respect one another, both on and off the pitch. Here's some useful language and expressions that you can use while writing your argumentative essay. Introduce topic sentence. List viewpoints. To start with, firstly, moreover or furthermore, in addition, and when you introduce examples, for example, such as, for instance, and introduce topic sentences opposite viewpoint. On the other hand, some people argue or say that, and in the conclusion you can use some of these expressions. All in all things considered. To sum up, as we have seen, when you plan writing your argumentative essay, there are usually 4 paragraphs, 1 introduction paragraph and 2 main body paragraphs and 1 conclusion. In the introduction you state the topic. In the main body, paragraph 2, arguments for and examples or reasons. In the third paragraphs, arguments against and examples of reasons. And in the conclusion and last paragraph, summary of arguments and balanced conclusion. Read the prompt and match the supporting points to their examples or justifications. You have had a class discussion about ways to exercise effectively. Your teacher has asked you to write an essay expressing the pros and cons of exercising in groups. Write your essay, 120 to 180 words. The supporting points. Number 1, enjoyable. If you look at the 4 choices, A, B, C, and D, we'll see that the suitable example or justification for this supporting point will be becomes a social activity like going out. So 1C. 2. Have to fit into schedule. That is, might only be able to exercise at certain time. 2D. 3. Some feel self-conscious. That's A. Not want to exercise in front of others. 4. More motivating. That's B. Less likely to quit. So there was an example of supporting points and examples and justifications for these supporting points. When you finish writing your essay, check for the following. Use of complete sentences. Arguments are supported by examples and justifications. Appropriate style, correct grammar, spelling, and punctuation. Use of full verb forms. Use of linkers to join ideas. Well-structured paragraphs. Make sure main body paragraphs start with appropriate topic sentence. Argumentative essays are formal pieces of writing which discuss the advantages and disadvantages of a topic. Arguments on both sides of the topic are presented in equal detail, and the writer's opinion is often included in the conclusion. Argumentative essays include an introduction, starting the point, 2 main body paragraphs, 1 presenting arguments for together, with justifications or examples, and the other presenting arguments against, with justifications and examples. Each main body paragraph begins with a topic sentence that outlines the main idea of the paragraph. The topic sentence is followed by supporting sentences which further explain the idea in the topic sentence. A conclusion which summarizes the argument and gives the writer's opinion. Argumentative essays are characterized by formal vocabulary, longer sentences, and full verb forms. It is not advisable to undertake substantial expenses if a country's economy is not robust, as this could weaken it further. Formal linking words to join ideas, using a though, whereas, for this reason, etc. Use of passive. A survey was recently conducted on hosting major sports and events. That was our lesson today, writing argumentative essay. In this lesson we have covered how to analyze an argumentative writing prompt and how to analyze an argumentative writing model. We've talked about the pros and cons and linkers and justifications. Thank you for watching.